everyone, my name is Mr. Theorist and welcome back to another episode of The Retro Club. As you can see, it looks a bit weird because I'm on a different chair. My last chair broke, so it sucks. Anyway, if you are new to this series, I recommend you go back and start from the beginning. But if you're just having a little gander, then what this series is about is I've taken a TV show that was popular back when it first came out, but it isn't so popular nowadays, but has a decent fan base behind it. And as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, we are doing Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is going to be Season 2, Episode 4, called Inca Mummy Girl. The way we do these videos is we talk about the plot, then we talk about how we feel about the episode, and then any Easter eggs, references, or little extra snippet of information that's cool to know about the episode. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Right, so the way that this episode plays out, it's a fairly standard Buffy the Vampire Slayer style episode. It doesn't really do much for the overall arc of the season. It has some decent character development. So the episode starts off with Buffy, Willow and Xander, our three main characters, and they are talking about how at the moment their school is going through like some sort of clash of culture style thing, where they get kids from other cultural backgrounds and they have them stay with the children of Sunnydale. First time we've ever heard of it, it's clearly just like a one-off thing for the episode, but they say enough for you to go, okay, this is kind of what's happening for the episode now. And we have Buffy going like, I don't understand why we're doing this, my mum really didn't talk to me about it, this is just happening. And Xander's like, hey, well, it doesn't matter because this is cool. It's a clash of cultures. It's a melding of two different cultures. This is cool. Clearly, like, he's excited about it. They then step up to, we don't quite know what the building is. It just says cultural experience, something along those lines, as a big banner across the entrance. And then when we step inside, we find out it's a museum. And they are introduced by the curator of the museum as, we're going to be introduced to human sacrifices to do with the Inca mummies. And that's where we're going, that's why they're going to the museum for the day. At the same time, you've got Cordelia, who's got some sort of book, and she's like, oh, have you seen mine? He's so young. And Buffy's like, what's that? He's like, oh, this tells us about what all the students are. Who you got? And she's like, just boy. And all of a sudden Xander goes from, oh, this is a beautiful clash of cultures, to, excuse me, there's a boy that's going to be staying with you for 2 whole weeks. I don't like this. So we've still got the whole Xander fancies Buffy and wants to be with Buffy kind of thing. We then get introduced to a random ass character who is playing around with one of the exhibits, and Buffy's like, right then, I'm gonna talk to him, and Willow and Xander are like, maybe not, and Willow's like, I'll go talk to him. You could be a bit violent sometimes. And Willow's like, violent? Am I violent? And Xander's like, the good thing is, you believe it. So it's kind of like a little meta thing, but we'll discuss that when we talk the actual episode itself. They go to the Inca exhibit and they see the main exhibit, which is a mummy who is holding a plate, and explain that legend says that it's this cursed plate that stops the mummy from rising. So okay, fair enough. It then continues and the beginning fades out, and then we get what looks like obviously a passage of time, and the kid who was messing around with the exhibit, he's sneaking in, he's looking over at the mummy, he's like, oh cool, grabs the plate, tries to get it out of the mummy's hand, and it snaps. He's like, damn, drops a bit, goes to turn around, but something grabs him, and it's the mummy. And she grabs his face and starts draining the life out of him. And then we kick into the awesome intro. New, 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 new. New, 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 new. Wow. Awesome Buffy intro that it is and always will be. And then we get, obviously, it's the next day. They're all talking, and Buffy and Xander are in the library, and Buffy's like, so you and Willow are going to the dance together, and he's like, yes, and you're going. Okay, because if you go, it's safe, it's not a date. And Buffy's like, don't you fancy Willow? Don't you like her? And he's like, yeah, I like Willow. Willow's nice, but she's a friend. I don't think about kissing Willow in that way. And obviously Willow walks in, because it's TV and drama, walks in, hears it without them knowing that she's there, and then she's like, hey guys, and Xander's like, hey, we were talking nice things about you. And he's like, okay. And they say the character, the boy that was messing with Elizabeth, his parents rang me and said that he hadn't come home last night, and they were like, what? Okay. Actually, to think about it, we didn't even see him on the bus last night. That's strange. Let's hope he's not missing at all. Oh, it's fine, he's probably off doing something. Yeah, anyone would think maybe the mummy woke up and killed him or something, and they all look at you like, wait, this is Sunnydale. That's very plausible. And they're like, okay, so they go off to the museum along with Giles. Giles is like, this is a possibility. And they go there and they're like, oh no, it's fine, the mummy's still asleep. The plate's broken. And just as they walk off, Willow's like, Giles, were the mummies advanced? And he's like, yeah, the Inca mummies were advanced. Why? She's like, because they have orthodontists, and you see the mummy has braces, and it's like, no, the mummy's awake and killed the guy. That's not good. And they go back to the library and they're like, we need to do some research on this, find out like curses of Inca mummies and stuff. And Buffy's like, I'm late, I need to go get Impada, who is the guy that she's staying with. And at the same time, we see Impada is there at the bus station. He looks a bit lost and confused, and he hears this weird voice going, and you're like, dude, this is Sunnydale, don't ever go towards creepy voices. That could literally be anything, demons, vampires, more than likely the mummy that's wandering around at the moment. And it's the mummy. She grabs him, drains the life out of him, and he's dead. Buffy then manages to turn up at the bus station, and she's like, Impada! And out steps this girl who's now dressed in Impada's clothing. And you're like, yeah, well that's the mummy. Uh-oh. And guess what? Xander is smitten over her. Which obviously this is another one of the subtext of the episode, is Willow still pining over Xander, and that Xander has found someone new to like and fall for, and it's like, okay, this is where the episode is going. Fair enough. And the episode plays out where Buffy is then introducing Impada, the mummy, to her life, and Impada's like, oh my god, your house is amazing. And then the next day it's, oh my god, school is amazing. It's like, yeah. Obviously they don't know she's the Inca mummy, and the seal that was broken, Giles is having a look at it and looking over it, and when they go to the school the next day, Giles, in the most awkward way possible, is like, Impada, could you translate this? And just shoves it in her face. And she's like, why would that? He's like, oh, because it's from the same area of the world you're from. And Buffy's like, wow, that wasn't awkward. It's like, yeah, could have been a bit more subtle about it, Giles. And she's just like, why do I could, but why do I need to do this? And he's like, oh, it's for our Willow's like, archaeologist club. He's like, oh, yeah, that's it, that makes sense. And she starts describing how, I can't read too much, but this man here, he's like a bodyguard. Now, when they were looking over the mummy, I forgot to mention that some weird long-haired guy with a big knife and scar down his face tried to attack them, looked over, saw the mummy wasn't the actual mummy, and ran off. And that's probably what they're describing in this plate. And she's like, this is very valuable, you should hide this away somewhere. And they're like, okay, alright then. Buffy, tonight you should... Yes, as the president of the Archaeologist Club, I need to do research. Like, yeah, guys, you guys are great at lying about what you're actually doing. You guys are great. Impada, you should, and Xander's like, I'll take care of her. And obviously they go. Buffy's gone off to go do some research to see if they can find the rest of the plate. But we follow Impada and Xander, and Xander's like, this is a spongy, sweet, cakey snack with a lovely white centre. We can't say what the product actually is because we are product placementing this. It's a Twinkie. It's one of those American cake things. It's like, okay. And he's like, and you eat it like this, and scoffs it in the mouth, and she's like, oh, well, I can't eat it now. He's like, and then he gives it to her. Oh, you're there now, having a lovely, nice moment. Then all of a sudden, this creepy knife scar guy starts lunging and, give me the plate! And he looks over at the mummy girl. He's like, you! Xander manages to throw him slightly and runs off. And they go to meet the rest of the gang. And they're like, yeah, that guy attacked us again. Okay. Right then. So they start discussing it, and Impada's like, you guys aren't really archaeologists club, are you? And then he's like, no, I must tell you the truth. And Giles like, so we are part of the investigation club. It's like the chess club, only without chess. Investigating. Like chess club, congrats. And she's like, I don't understand why would you be doing this. They still have no idea that she's the mummy. Xander and Impada like go off because Impada's obviously distressed. Xander admits that he really likes Impada, and Impada's like, I really like you too. And they're walking through the halls of school. And she's like, I must go somewhere you cannot go. And he's like, oh. She goes to the bathroom and she puts some checking herself out. I think she puts lipstick. She puts lipstick on, but she notices that she starts to go a bit mummy. Obviously, her absorbing the life force isn't permanent. And then creepy scar knife guy's there, and he's like, you were never meant to live. You were a sacrifice. You were the chosen one. And she's like, but I was innocent. And he's like, and everyone you kill now is innocent. She's like, true. Grabs him, drains the life force out of him. Which is interesting, the fact that he calls her a chosen one. I'll discuss that in the next section. I haven't discussed that. She then comes out, she's really glowing. You can actually see that she's a lot more glowing in the face, and he's like, it's then decided that Xander and Impada will go to a dance together, and Willow won't go with them, because Willow tells Xander that you should go, like, she's obviously wigged out, you two should go together. She shows some nice grown-up looks. She clearly wants to be with Xander, but she's willing to give Xander up so Xander is happy. It's sweet, really sweet. They're then at Buffy's house. It's obviously late at night. Impada's getting ready. She comes in the bedroom, and Buffy's rummaging for her stuff. She's like, oh, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I just thought I'd help you put some stuff away. She's like, no, it's fine. You need to get ready for the dance too. He's like, I'm not going to dance. I'm doing some investigation club stuff. She's like, oh. She sits down. She picks up a lipstick that's pink, and Buffy's like, no, that one. That okay, put it down. There is a golden one there. She puts it on, and Buffy still rummaging for her stuff and picks up some trunks. She's like, away, kind of looking a bit weird. They're talking, and Impada goes, you remind me of the Inca princess who was about our age, and she was always thinking about others before herself, and it was like she had a destiny, and it's kind of like a calling, and Buffy's like, yeah, I kind of get that. And as Impada's saying this, she goes over to Impada's trunk, she lifts the lid, before she can look inside, Impada's like, oh, and they hear a knock at the door, and Buffy's like, oh. that must be Willow and Xander. She goes downstairs, sees Xander dressed up as John Wayne. I've heard the name, I don't really know the references. And admits like, yeah, Willow's not coming with us. She's going to meet us at the dance, like you. And Buffy's like, yeah, I'm not going. I've got some stuff to do. Paula comes downstairs, and Xander's like, oh, and Buffy's like, I can translate, boy, for you. She said you're beautiful. And he's like, how's you? He's like, you're welcome. They then go off to the dance. Buffy's getting herself ready, and Xander turns up. Giles turns up. Buffy's like, I thought I was meeting you at the museum so we can do some investigating and find out where this bodyguard is. And Giles is like, well, it turns out that he's already been found. She's like, what? Yeah, he's mummified in the toilet at the school. And she's like, why would the mummy kill her own bodyguard? And Giles is like, I've done some more research. It turns out it's not bodyguard, it's actually guard to stop her waking up. Why would... Paula's mistranslated. Did she? And they go upstairs and they're like, she's only packed boy clothes. Snaps open the lock that Paula put on the trunk, sees it the mummy, and they're like, Paula's a mummy. So they then go to race off to go to the dance, and in the car, Giles is like, well, if the plate kept her tomb, maybe it's the only way to lock her back up as a mummy. I'm going to drop you off at the dance, and I'm going to go to the museum and start fixing the plate. That then happens. Paula and Xander are at the dance. Willow's there as well. Paula and Xander start dancing. Willow's in a really cute Eskimo suit. It's like full on authentic. We get our first introduction of Oz, who is a guitarist for a band. It's important he is. May seem like a bit of a background character, but it's important. Willow's looking upset because Xander's dancing with Paula. As they're dancing, Paula's hand goes all mummified again, so she doesn't want to kiss Xander, so she runs off to go find someone else. And while they were dancing, Oz is playing the guitar and he turns to the singer and goes, hey, who's that girl? And he's like, oh, that's a foreign exchange student. No, not her. The Eskimo. And it's like, aww, he finds the Eskimo, he finds Willow cute, it's nice. Paula has gone off and found some other boy to kiss so she can drain his life force, and this boy is called Jonathan. Another character that, yes, is insignificant for now. Remember Jonathan. If you're watching the show with me, remember Jonathan. Not for a while, but remember him, okay? She goes to kiss him, but is interrupted because Xander's gone to look for her, and Jonathan's like, oh, I've got to go, and he flies off. Paula has a really sweet moment with Xander, and they go in and start leaning in to kiss, and you can tell that she's starting to drain Xander's life force. She pulls away, and Xander's like on the floor, like, she's like, she runs, and she's holding on to Xander. She's like, I didn't mean to. And then she's like, it's like a seal, and she can obviously sense that Giles is putting a seal together. She also runs off to go to the museum, and Xander is there. Willow's turned up at the dance with Willow and Buffy at the dance, and they see Xander, and it's like, Buffy's like, she's the mummy. Where is she? And she races off to go to the museum as well, and we get the final confrontation where Inca mummy stops Giles from completing the plate. She smashes it, and then she decides that she can't kill Xander. She doesn't want us to kill Xander, so she grabs hold of Willow, who's also got to the museum with Buffy, and she's like, all I have to do is kill her, and then we can be together. Xander's like, no, if you want to kill anyone, kill me. She's like, fine. She grabs hold of him. She's starting to proper go mummified. It's been a while since she's drained anyone's life force. Buffy pulls the mummy off of Xander. Her arms stay on Xander, but the rest of her goes to Buffy. She's like, drops. She smashes because she's now mummified. She's now completely dead. She's like, yay, it saves the day. Xander kind of comforts Willow because Willow's like, oh, make the mommy hurt Willow. And we had the end of the episode where it showed that Xander chose Willow over the girl that he fancied. And that is the episode of Inca Mommy. Now let's talk about plot itself, and then afterwards we'll talk about the little cool extras and little information that's quite fun today. Alright, so in this portion we'll discuss how we feel about the episode itself. The overall plot, typical Buffy filler episodes. So I think it's alright. I think it's fairly okay. There's been some worse fillers. This is, I think, even though I'm not a big fan, if you've watched the series so far, you know I'm not a big fan of when we have Xander crushing over some girl kind of episodes. But unlike the Praying Mantis one in season 1, this one's a lot better, and it's not just teen boy crushing over hot teacher. It's boy who generally kind of likes a different girl. And it does really show, like, he really comes out of his shell and really describes his feelings to Impada and how much he likes Impada. And it's quite nice. It's good development for Xander. It stops him looking like just a typical high schooler who's like, I want to have a girlfriend too. I kind of like this bitch. It's quite nice. It's my type. Which is really good. We have Willow, who's still crushing over Xander. Yawn. But by the end of the episode, you feel that she's slowly getting to the point of, no, he's never going to choose me. We are just friends. She stopped trying to go for Xander. And I think we still have a couple more moments of Willow like, I love Xander, but it's not many more. Buffy is pretty damn cool in this episode. Instead of her just being, I'm good at punching things and stuff, she's the one that kind of puts 2 and 2 together about Impada being a mummy. She helps Giles with some research, and actually helps well, and Giles is like, yeah, good work. So Buffy actually does quite well this episode. Giles is typical early seasons Giles, where he's just read the book and he's like, yes, let's see. This book tells me this book tells me that. And Buffy, you have responsibilities. You can't go out of being a slayer. You can only be a slayer. You can't go out and do school stuff. It's not right. No. Typical Giles stuff. We don't get any Principal Snyder this episode. Thank God. I hate that character. No, he's good. He's a good character. I hate him. I hate this character. Really. Miss Summers, Joyce. I remember the name this time. See, Stacey. I remembered the name. See. So yeah. Summers gets like one scene this episode where she's like, "Oh, Impada, you look so nice. I wish you could convince my daughter to go to the dance." And Buffy's like, huh? And then it's during that scene where Xander comes to Impada up. Okay, almost feels like a waste of choice, but okay, you want to keep her on screen to make sure we remember her still. Cool, that's fair enough. So yeah, this is a much more character-driven episode. Because the big threat isn't really totally a threat this episode. Yeah, she's going around thinking she's everyone's friend, but actually she's slowly draining the life out of people. She stay young so she can stay with Xander. But she's not a massive threat, and once they get down to the actual, like, we need to beat the villain of the episode, it happens very quickly. So it's not about villain being a villain, it's more about, I feel sorry for her. She's a girl that was sacrificed and turned into a mummy, not given a life. It's kind of a way of helping Buffy come to terms with who she is and stuff. That's kind of the point of the episode. So yeah, if you're expecting big fun action Buffy kicking butt, it's not an episode for you. But if you like good character development episodes, then it's definitely an episode for you. It's decent enough filler. First time I watched it, I try and watch them twice in this short amount of time between episodes. I say short amount of time, 2 weeks since the last one. I was a bit like, filler, but watching it this time round, I'm like, you know, it's alright. It's fairly alright, to be honest. So yeah, fairly good episode. It holds up. And do I think it's worth skipping? Probably skip it. But to fully understand like where characters are going emotionally, it's probably worth watching it as well. So skippable, but I wouldn't recommend skipping it. And that's what I think of the episode. So next we will discuss the fun little extra things that this episode has. Let's do it. So to start with, when I was doing the plot bit, I said that I was going to explain something fun, and I thought I'd introduce it to the extra bits, and that is the meta-ness of this episode. There are two instances where this episode does get a little bit meta. Early in the episode, when Buffy confronts the guy who's messing with one of the exhibits at the museum, and she goes to talk to him, and Xander and Willow are like, no, it's okay, you stay. And Willow goes and has a big nice conversation with them, because they're like, you're a bit violent. And it's true, like you watch Buffy in most instances, she's not a diplomat. She's mostly just, I'm going to throw this person across the room, I'm just going to punch them, or I'm going to be in some way violent. It's very much like a, yeah, we get it, Buffy can be a bit strong-armed when it comes to any situation in the universe. And the other kind of fun meta moment is when they're jokingly talking about how the boy went missing. And they're like, what do we think? Do we think that the mummy rose and attacked him? And he also was like laughing off and looking at you like, wait. Yeah, this is Sunnydale. That's very plausible. It's like, yay, the characters are at a point where they're like, yeah, we should pretty much treat every situation as a possible threat because any crazy stuff could happen. Like season 1, we had nightmares coming to life. Like that's just crazy. That's just craziness. Which I thought is cool. It's like weeding going to the point of look, I see it. I see that there's formulas to it, but it's funny. What else we got? A good character development. Feel sorry. We talked about the cool the fun product placement that happened in it, which I thought was fun. Obvious Twinkie. Obviousness would be, hey, this is a Twinkie. Twinkies are nice. Twinkie. Product placement. Obviously, Joss Whedon didn't want to do that, so it's more like a, this is a tasty, creamy, snacky cake. And yeah, two more things. That's just fun. The first is I said that Oz and Jonathan, two characters that randomly appear in this episode, are important. That's because kind of like Miss Kanda was in season 1 in I, Robot You, Jane, where she slowly became a character. Oz does become a character. I think it's kind of a spoiler, but it doesn't spoil many things. I'm not going to say how he becomes a character and stuff, but he will become a recurring character for a while and then become a Scooby member. Which is good, it's fun. Jonathan, kind of like Oz, he'll turn up a couple more times, but then Jonathan does other things. You will forget about Jonathan. I'm telling you now, remember Jonathan. Completely remember Jonathan, because when he turns up again, you're like, ha! Jonathan! I remember Jonathan! It's quite fun. It's nice that Whedon does these where he like sets up characters and turns out these characters are people. And the last one, which is kind of a joke. It's a little joke to me. I made this when I was watching the first time with my girlfriend. Thought it was funny. Is even though it's the reason Buffy figures out that in part it is a mummy, I still think it's funny. Where she the reason she manages to figure out in part is a mummy is she goes into her room, sees in part of stuff. Sees that Impala only has boy clothes, doesn't have lipstick, which then makes her decide to look in Impala's trunk and see that there's a mummy. And then goes, nope, 100% proof, Impala is definitely the mummy. So you're telling me, just because she has this possible mummy corpse that you never know could just be a really good set piece, a prop for something, maybe she's part of a family of actors or something and it's a family heirloom or something. You know, their culture, it could be a relative that she keeps close for cultural reasons. Clearly, you don't know her culture because you didn't do any research, you know? And just because she only wears boy clothes and doesn't have lipstick, that instantly means that she must be the villain, Buffy, huh? That's very judgmental, Buffy. That's very judgmental. I don't agree with that at all. I found that funny at the time. I was actually making that joke. Freaking hilarious. How she just like, she wears trunks, and she wears only boy clothes. So there's something clearly wrong with this girl. Open the trunk. Mummy, see, she's a villain. Wow, Buffy, like, she wears boy clothes. How led because she doesn't have boy clothes and doesn't wear lipstick? Really? Anyway, I thought it was a fun little thing. And that, my friends, that is episode 4, season 2 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Inca Mummy Girl. Hope you enjoyed my review. It's probably a little longer than I thought. I'm still trying to get used to trying to condense the plots down to the key points. I try to, but at the same time, like, that might be important, that might be important. So yeah, anyway, I've gone on long enough. And if you would, guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, I really enjoyed doing this, hit that like button. If you like Buffy, if you're a big fan of the stuff, if you are possibly looking forward to the reboot that's happening, I heard that recently reboot, sequel, we're not quite sure, they're doing Buffy again, could be interesting. Let me know what your thoughts on that is. If you haven't already, guys, please subscribe to Mr. Theorist. And if you haven't already subscribed, bring a friend along, have them subscribe too. And until next video, guys, I'll catch you all later. Bye!